benefits be upon you. I am looking at Euro USD and I want to share it with you, share my view with you. Check it out. It's a bearish market, right? Failed to make a new high. Let me use a highlighter. We got a high here. All right. Prices broken structure to the downside here, all the way down. Higher, high, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, all the way down, right? Did not break that low yet. All right. And then we push up, but it failed to make a new high. We're still bearish. Until it breaks that high, we're still bearish. In a macro view, from a macro viewpoint, okay? On this time frame, yeah, we got higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, but we didn't break that high. All right, price turns around over here, breaking structure to the downside, and that's all we need. Where's the last break structure? We're breaking it down. All right, so we have a break of major structure here, okay, and we are definitely bearish. All right, and now we find ourselves over here. All right, now that being said, we are on the weekly, we are bearish. All right, you could see how much. Um, I don't know what's going on here. You can see how much momentum to the downside we got there. Now, I have highlighted a zone here. We move over on the daily. We're on a daily now. I highlighted the daily zone here. All right, and I have it marked out as a demand zone. All right, and you can see price has traded into that zone pretty deeply, matter of fact, but no close past the 50% mark. All right. And we see that we have a response, a reaction. All right. 2 days of reaction here. All right. We haven't closed on this candle yet, though. All right. So let's go to the 4 hour. And what do we see? All right. What I want to highlight here is the lower low, the lower high, and then the new lower low. So we are bearish. We have a break of structure to the downside, right? Any arguments? Any arguments? Good. All right. Now, what am I expecting? The expectational structural point. What is the next expectational structural point? All right. If we got a lower low here, excuse me, a lower low here, right? And we have a lower high here. When we make a lower low here, what are we looking for next? Come on, man. A lower low, a lower high, right? A boom, a boom. Now, the question is, how does the lower time frames fulfill the intent of the higher time frames? That's how you correlate higher time frames and lower time frames. Okay, those are the questions you should ask. All right. So I'm going to determine that by one. I'm going to determine that by determining. Right. I'm going to use my Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm going to put it at the swing high to the swing low. Why am I using the swing high to the swing low? Because this is our trading range, the top of the trading range and the bottom of the trading range. All right. I'm calling this the bottom because it looks like it just made a bottom. Sometimes it'll come past this and then I'll just readjust. But for now, it looks like this is the bottom, all right, of the trading range. And I'm looking for price to come back above the 50% mark. Now I've outlined this in a YouTube video. All right. Just go to my channel and check it out. All right. I put out a bunch of them this past Saturday. All right. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for price to continue up. You see that little arrow there? This is an imbalance, and I'm looking for price to rebalance that imbalance, which it always does. Okay, that's the way the market works. Right after a break of structure, you expect a return to impulse. I'm at least expecting price to retrace to the breakout level. All right, here. All right, that'll be just above 38. I want to see price come above that 50% mark because you divide uh, the trading range into premium price, discount price. All right, we want premium prices for what? Shorts. Boom. Okay, that's what we want. All right, and I'm hoping, what is that doing here? And I'm hoping that price comes up right about to this area here. The reason why that's a red line there at 618 is because that's the golden ratio. The golden ratio is like the magic line. All right, you see that hit most frequently. Look up golden ratio of the Fibonacci on Google, and you'll understand why I'm talking about it like I do. Okay, so what I'm hoping is price will give us an opening somewhere in this area. Okay, give us a short, a high probability short. After all of this, this is AMD: accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. All right. Uh, uh, I'm looking for price to come back up, retest this area. All right. Really, it's mitigating a zone of supply. I'm looking for that zone to be um, mitigated, and then we could take a high probability short to the downside. All right. The reason being is because euro is nowhere near as strong as the US dollar. The US dollar is having a momentary pullback, or it's in retracement because it's topped out. All right. The euro is doing the exact opposite. All right. It's weak and it's in retracement, just like the US dollar. If you look on the Dixie, which is weighted against the US dollar weighted against other currencies, is peaking out, and it is in retracement right now. For what? To continue higher. It's just making a higher low to make a higher high. All right. This one is making a lower low, a lower high, and then another lower low to follow. That's the logic. Does that make sense? All right. Now, what I would like to see, I'm letting you know what I'd like to see first. What I'd like to see happen is on the 1 minute, the 1 hour. All right, we can get rid of this because I don't like a whole lot of clutter on my charts. All right, what I'd like to see first, you see this relative equal lows here? I would love to see price come back and get that relative equal low. All right, and then go up. Then go up and give us our setup. And what setup am I looking for? I'm looking for this: a high made, a pullback, a higher high, a break of the low, this low right here, and then a return to impulse for a high probability trade to the downside. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. And that is way too thick. Okay. So, yeah. All right. That's what I'm looking for up here. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? All right. I'm looking for a price on the lower time frames to fulfill the higher time frame intent, which is to make a lower high to continue the bearish trend of the higher time frames, which will end up being a lower low being made after that. All right. This will, in essence, be a big old bear flag. Bam. You understand? That's what I'm looking for. All right. I hope you benefited from this analysis. And if you did, tap the like button for me. All right. Hit that like button, man. All right. It helps me to continue doing what I'm doing. It encourages me and it helps to build my channel. Check me out on YouTube, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for taking your time out with me. I appreciate it.